wake up to the sound of thunder, like a whisper in my ear. Are you gonna wait forever? I can see the stars reflecting, the empty tires made of steel. Everything but you is fading. I see your light, take me away from me, beyond the stratosphere. I'm burning up, you got me falling free into eternity. When you tear up my horizon, turn to ashes. Oh, still floating, but I won't surrender to the tide inside of me, drowning in the endless silence. But I'm who I'm meant to be. I see your light, take me away from me, beyond the stratosphere. I'm burning up.
I'm second best, someone that you could forget. Got me drinking that healing, sinking in this feeling. Will you be the time, giving me the signs of life? Thinking you are clear, but you're gonna leave me in the deep.
Welcome everybody to this Sunday night VDC match day. Today it's going to be Team Duchess taking on I had to do my homework. See Duchess taking on the Blackjacks. Duchess 4-0 going into tonight's match. They are undefeated on the season so far. Meanwhile, the Blackjacks, different story for them, 2-2. They've gone perfectly even, so gonna try to end today with a winning record. Meanwhile, Duchess again trying to be one of the teams that remains undefeated, and we will see if they can do it tonight. Out of your Duchess squad that starts off 4-0 going into tonight's match, it's going to be Hunter, Lee, I believe Dobus, and then Sailor Mars and Glitch. So 2 subs going to be used for Duchess right here. Sailor Mars and Glitch coming in here. Sailor Mars coming in with the Season 5 Apprentice Championship under their belt, as well as Season 6 Apprentice MVP runner-up. So they're formerly on the Kitten Coral team, but they've definitely done a lot for VDC and performed well in these matches, helping get their team to a championship win and get the MVP runner-up position. Meanwhile, for the other sub, it's going to be Glitch, who is a part of a high school Valorant team and has moved up a tier each season. Started as a prospect and now all the way up to expert. So Glitch continuing to get better at this game. We'll see if those 2 players can help this Duchess team remain undefeated. Meanwhile, on the other side, L7 Blackjacks led by Shampoo. There are 5 players starting tonight. Going to be Cappy, Shampoo, Cookie, Bardo, and Bomber. Nothing super crazy about this team besides the fact that they are even on the season, coming to this one 2-2. Shampoo going to be the IGL, and Shampoo maybe going to be slightly distracted. They are looking to get into cuffing season. So for any of you single people out there watching, perhaps this performance by Shampoo tonight with the win against the undefeated Duchess could maybe be a little impressive for you, where you want to go on a date. Meanwhile, on the other side, you know, we have Hunter, who's going to be the big talk of tonight, the player to watch on Duchess, who has won 2 MVPs in Apprentice and Prospect. However, Hunter agrees that they are now washed, so we'll see if we can get that former glory from Hunter, or if we will see the washed version that he calls himself. It is VDC Sunday night, and we have 2 maps coming up to start off tonight's game. We got the bands going already, by the way. We should have VK coming into here, who I actually think just joined.
Hello.
Is here.
Good evening, VDC.
VK, I didn't even notice you joined, but I just did some player intros. Do you know, tell us a little bit about these 2 teams coming into tonight's match.
Listen, you did an amazing job, so I was just letting you do your thing. But definitely a little bit more familiar with the MOX roster here rather than the L7. But both, again, MOX with a recent rebrand coming from the former VTX rosters, as well as L7 being one of the OGs of VDC. You were mentioning Sailor Mars being one of the substitutes for MOX, one of my former teammates who helped us lead KC to a championship in Season 5. I'm excited to see how they play tonight. I think this is their first match of the season, and I'm interested to see how they're going to perform here tonight.
It is their first match of the season. I had down that they were 2-2, although in the sheet it did say 0-0 before. So maybe it is their first match of the season, as we do get into pick bands. So far, Lotus going to be the pick coming out of this one from Duchess, and now onto the pick from Blackjack. Tell us a little bit about this Lotus pick right here. What should we expect on this map?
All right, so, they're going to be hurting because they don't have the resident chamber merchant, or now known as Yoister, going to be playing with them. Typically, we would have seen them pull out the op pretty easily, but, Drisk is here. Drisk, the big media head of Season 7 here, and you're definitely going to see some early lurks and definitely getting some high gameplay, or high-level gameplay with their aiming coming from the side of MOX. Now, what I will say, L7, I know Shampoo. Listen, Shampoo and Bomber, they're some aimers. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing some pretty high headshot rates coming into this map. And I'm very excited. Even though Duchess is 4-0 and L7 Blackjacks are 2-2. The Blackjacks have a really good opportunity to give Duchess their first blemish on their record here tonight.
Now, you talked about Bomber a little bit. One Trick Cypher player, also, fun fact, low taper fade, but which was just included. That's useful information. I mean, usually we have notes in the system that tells us what's useful information to know about these players, so that may be a useful knowledge about the taper fade. But One Trick Cypher player, we have Lotus picked as a map, and now Haven. I mean, how does Cypher do on both of these maps here?
So Cypher on Lotus, even though it is a very popular agent here, you a lot of the time see that agent default onto the C site, whereas now with some of the map changes, we're seeing Killjoy becoming more popular in that Sentinel role for Lotus. So it's going to be very interesting to see that we're not going to, well, potentially not being able to see KJ on the side of L7 for Lotus, which could make defending a little bit difficult. I'm pretty confident Drisk will be playing Killjoy for Duchess here tonight. And but it's going to be interesting because Cypher is pretty much only viable on one of those sites mainly.
Now we are about to go into agent select here, and just the thing that works here for Duchess is the versatility in these players and what they can play. 4 players, actually all of them, so I think playing tonight except Dobas, saying that they're flex players. They can play any position you needed or multiple positions dependent on the map. I mean, how much does that give your team an advantage when it comes to agent select and going into the series?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, that almost kind of gives you the freedom to do quite literally whatever you want. You know, I know for a fact that Jam is, Sailor Mars is a true flex, so I don't know about the rest of these players. I know Lee kind of leans more towards the duelist role, and Yoister leads more towards the chamber role, as, you know, of course, they're on here tonight. But, you know, seeing all these flex roles, we might be seeing some crazy agents. We might be seeing some harbors here tonight. We might be seeing some, you know, Haven is the second map, so maybe we'll see Arena come out. It'll be very interesting to see what the flexibility of Duchess is going to bring, whether it's going to be their downfall or if it's going to continue to rise them up through the rankings.
Now, I've watched a lot of these matches and just matches in general across a bunch of these types of leagues, and you rarely ever see Arena these days, but you mentioning that we might see one tonight, I mean, what gives you that feeling?
Yeah. Haven is one of those maps that can really help, or that could really be successful if you have a lurking duelist, and Reyna being probably the top of the top when it comes to lurking duelists, especially with those new reworks. As these agent selects are going in here, Hunter immediately locking Raze, and Jam hovering a Yuru. I think that's a troll. But anyway, moving on with the Reyna, you know, her rework is making her a little bit more viable when it comes to team play. So I do see Reyna being played on maps such as Lotus sometimes, and Haven as well. The three site maps are pretty popular with Reyna.
We get the full lock-in here out of Duchess. They're going to be going double initiator here. Do you like that call on Lotus, double initiator?
Oh, absolutely. I think this is a fantastic comp. I think this is pretty meta. This is a pretty usual comp on the side of Duchess here. That's Jam locking in on Gecko and Glitch rocking Breach. Though that Breach Raze combo is going to be very deadly. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Lee, Glitch, and Hunter on that A side trying to do that Raze nade combo with the Breach Stun and the Omen Blind.
Well, we're seeing the exact same 3 locked in on the other side, the Raze, Breach, and Omen so far. What do you think of these 2 other ones they're hovering? I guess one other one.
Yeah, I would say Fade is probably the 3rd best initiator going into Lotus. I was going to say, if Vise was locked in, I would be a little worried if I was an L7 fan, but Bomber then quickly switching to Cypher. So we're only seeing a little bit of a differential when it comes to one initiator or one Sentinel from these 2 sides. But I think with the skill that Bardo and Bomber have, this is still going to be quite an even game.
We're all locked in and loading into Lotus for map number 1 on this Sunday night VDC series. It is going to be MOX Duchess taking on L7 Blackjacks. Just as a reminder, Duchess 4-0 going into tonight's game, and L7 Blackjacks 2-2. So will the underdog Blackjacks be able to unseat the undefeated Duchess team? Or will Duchess continue to have their lossless season go on and go 6-0 to start it off. VDC starts on Lotus right now.
I'm very excited for this matchup, and I'm very excited to be here with you tonight, Michael. So this is going to be a fantastic night. If you guys are tuning in, I'm, again, super excited, with especially since the fact that Duchess could take top of the table here tonight.
And Bomber going to start things off on C site. Going to be the solo person holding it down, the Cypher player. And we're going to see the push-up from Duchess here. And it's going to be Hunter using the Rage Satchels to get over the util. Actually, the util getting destroyed by the grenade. And Sailor Mars is going to go ahead and plant that spike. 40 seconds on the clock. Fight breaking out as Bomber going to be trying to push up to Waterfall. Hunter and Drisk both able to get kills already. So now down to a 3v5 on round number 1. It is going to be Blackjacks pushing up on the retake, but all 5 remain for Duchess. Maybe a flawless victory as they have all 5 with just 2 remaining. As Bomber going to the defuse, it gets a halfway, but not fully, as Bomber still solo 1 left alive in a 1v4. Bomber gets one, but the grenade from Hunter, the 3k on the round, and round 1 goes to Duchess.
Yeah, and that's a very clinical round there for Duchess. Again, you saw Drisk kind of take that space into B and then kind of come back around when their team had control of C. Something that we're going to see so often throughout this attack side with Drisk. But Hunter getting that initial first K along with Drisk, making it a 3-5 advantage really early in the round, really helped out MOX's chances of winning that round. And of course, you know, cleaning up these other frags throughout the round. So again, a clinical round for MOX as we go into round 2.
Hunter already halfway to an ult in this game. Sailor Mars gonna have the spike, but it's gonna be a slow play here from Duchess as they take round 1 and a little bit of a change of pace. Do you like it when teams do this?
I do, because it really throws off like kind of the pacing of the match, but almost for like a good reason. And I actually really want to see how things will switch up here now that the pace is kind of slowed down.
As they're going to slowly push up. Hunter going to be able to grab the ult orb. Now 5 out of 8 on the ult. Only 3 more needed to have.
Ooh, Hunter's about to get greeted with 3 people here.
Here comes Hunter coming around the corner. Stays alive. Yes, does. The shorty just not able to get the kill. Hit some of the wall. As now they're going to heavy rotate on over to C side. It's just going to be Bomber holding things down. No util can be placed out as the shorty up close.
It's going to be either very big for Bomber or very bad.
Bomber gets one. Will they get the reload off in time? Switches guns over to the Stinger, running out of there. But the Omen, Shroud Step, able to get the position. And Lee gets the kill onto Bomber. So spike planted from Hunter, who now has 6 points in the ult. As I Love Jing, 17 HP. Gets stunned, but stays alive, tucked in the corner with just a classic as Lee's able to pick up a kill. The Hunter able to get another one. Now Glitch able to get the kill onto Bardo, so just 1 remaining at Shampoo. And guess what? Hunter's got ult in round number 3 as it's 2-0 Team Duchess.
I mean, you guys are letting Hunter, you guys is in L7. L7 is letting Hunter warm up, and that is dangerous. Hunter is a shooter. There's a reason why his name is Hunter. He is hunting his prey tonight. And being 5-0 in round 2, already having that ult, it's gonna be it's already an incredible start from Duchess, being led by the former GM Hunter.
As Bomber now gonna shift on over to B side, they're gonna double stack C with I Love Jing and Shampoo.
Here's that proof, though, that Cypher not as strong on B side as they are on C side.
As the fast push, they're just changing the pace every single round so far, going from fast, slow, and back to fast. Shampoo has the paranoia ready in hand, throws it perfectly in time. Let's see what happened, but Jing able to take out Hunter, and Drisk kills Bomber. As they're gonna shift on over to A side, it looks like, off the trade. Glitch gonna stay around for any exits, but the spike continues to go. Maybe go B? No, they're gonna confirm go A. They do have Bardo waiting here, and Do you like this call to rotate?
I do. I wish they would have went a little bit quicker. If they would have went a little quicker, they probably would have had a free sight here. Yes, Bardo's waiting and broken, but an easy trade or even getting the first contact off would have helped them secure the A site. As it looks like there is going to be some contact here.
Oh, Bardo with the flick gets the headshot. They do kill Bardo. They're probably going to go B instead of A. As now Bardo caught with util out, and there they go, B site. As Wingman goes and plants it. Will they know that this flank is here? They smoked off the KJ turret, by the way, so they just snuck by it. They might not know that they're on the flank here.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting.
No idea. Yeah, the Omen smoked it off. Nobody looking over here right now. Now they shift over. Is Jing able to get a kill? And now Drix gets one. It's the Rays left alive. Gets another one. 3K, but 16 HP remain.
Placing swarm grenade.
This Molly could potentially get the kill right here.
Oh.
Drisk. 3K on the round, able to secure the win. And look at that. It is Duchess up 3-0 already in this game.
Yeah, and Drisk printing out the hero plays as we so often in Apprentice last season, getting those two frags when they needed it most when they were trying to defend this bomb site. So again, Drisk doing what he knows best. It's a 3-0 in favor of Duchess. I will say, however, very heavily attacker sided in my opinion that this map is. So we'll see how the tides switch next half.
Yes.
It is pretty attacker-sided, but even just like winning the pistol round, you know, gets you another round win, and then winning that one where they're able to buy. So now a save. So potentially to start 4-0. I mean, how big is that already for Duchess? Or is that
huge.
expected?
I would say it's expected, but it is still pretty big for them, as this Thrash is going to come out, kind of suss out some of these trips. But we'll see how this round plays out a little bit here.
As Hunter's able to clear them out, but they're tucked in the corner. Bomber able to get the kill onto Lee, but kept Hunter alive, who's been the big problem here for the Blackjacks, as it is 3 players remaining for them already. 4-4. This Duchess team as Spike gets planted. 40 seconds on the clock.
I mean, this is kind of clinical. This is just kind of putting on a show now. If you're a MOX fan, you guys are definitely going to be enjoying what you're watching so far.
As Phantasma throws the Tremor out and the Blind. Here they come. Jing gonna be using the Satchel to get up closer to sight. The Stinger goes out. Able to get 1-2. Get that shot on the Hunter, who gets killed by Phantasma. I love Jing putting on a clinic right now to try to get this first round win, but there's Drisk able to get 1 kill. The defuse starts yet again. Trying to go for the kill, but Phantasma gets it, and it's gonna be 1-3 as finally Blackjacks on the board off the thrifty round win.
Yeah, and for L7, you know, a lot of props have to be given because that was a hard round to win. That was a full retake while on a thrifty, and huge props to Jing here because without Jing, that round would have been impossible. And I loved the teamwork from Phantasma and Jing to kind of be able to play off that breach and raise utility respectively and pull up some pretty big frags. And we do have a lot of ults on the side of L7 here, so we should be seeing a 3-2 here coming up.
This is a big round here for the Blackjacks team. Again, they have Ray's ult, almost Breach ult, almost Omen ult, Fade ult, and Cypher ult. So, potential to make this a 1-round game. On this attacker side of map, Shampoo and Bomber both able to get kills, and it's traded out by Lee onto Shampoo. So, a 4v3 now, as it is in favor of Blackjacks, and unlucky for this Duchess squad. The Omen only down to 19 HP as they look to go B site. Phantasma, who has 2 away from getting that breach ult. Barnes able to kill a Bomber through the smoke with the Odin. So now Lee, who's very low on health, goes down, and there's the big round win for them as it's a 1-round difference now.
Yeah, and you know, VDC's favorite weapon to hate, the Odin, being in play now. So we'll see how the momentum shifts a little bit. Again, now there's 4 ults online on the side of L7, and we're seeing a very heavy momentum shift. And as these ults stack and as these rounds tick by without these ults being used, we're going to see more and more L7 victories in these rounds. So again, I'm predicting a 3-3 here, and we're going to have an even ball game here in a sec.
I mean, we could just see how, you know, it's not the end of the world if you get shut out early on because you can easily close the gap again. I mean, Duchess was up 3-0, now just a 1-round game. It looked like they could have won every single round, but now Blackjacks in favor as Jang able to dodge with the Satchel, gets 2 kills, 1 with the ult. As Jing now going to go on the chase, the breach util keeping them in the corner as going for the 3K. Jing able to get it. We're on Ace Watch here. The Ray's going to peek around.
1 enemy remaining.
And for the 4K, no, Bardo picks up 2, and we are tied in this one at 3.
Yeah, and that was a clinical round from Jing. Jing saw Hunter kind of going on a rampage and said, let me raise you. I'm going to call your bluff, as L7 would say, and raise you these nice little 3Ks. And again, great effective ults there from the Fade and the Raze to pick up some easy frags. I will say, the ultimate from the Raze to then spray transfer for a second kill was actually very impressive there from Jing, and kudos to them for that.
Going into round number 7, 3-3, we're tied in this one. Hunter with 6 kills leads the way as the Raze Duelist doing its job. And same thing for Blackjacks as I Love Jing up to 8 kills so far. The top frag in the game. Shampoo, close range judge kill onto Drisk across the map as I Love Jing able to pick up 2. And Hunter trades it out, so the Raze alive for Duchess, but they're down 2 players. Look at this push up.
They lost a lot of map control here as well, so they're gonna have to play for some picks here.
Phantasma pushing up, trying to get the kill onto Lee, but running away. See, they see that the rotate came over to A site, but keeping the Fade and the Cypher on C and B. Blackjack staying poised. It's Phantasma. Gets headshot by Lee. So now that's where they start the rotate. The Cypher gonna go help at A. They could go B here if they want. It looks like they will do just that. No, they're actually going to go commit to A site. Hunter able to get a kill onto Bomber. Shampoo on site with the judge up close. Shampoo with 1. Gets the Raze off plant. 25 seconds to go. Shampoo spotted. Gets it down to 50% health. Bardo pushes up. Spots ahead of Hunter, but doesn't shoot. Bardo gonna be on the chase. Behind Hunter. Hunter not looking the right way. Hunter going for the plant. Bardo coming around. Spots kills. They were down 3-0. Now Blackjacks up 4-3.
I will say Hunter became the hunted that round by Bardo. A great trigger discipline there from Bardo. Holding their nerve. Making sure that they can confirm the final frag to confirm that round, and you know, we saw some great aim there from Lee, as well as some other players throughout the round. But again, losing that map control so early in the round kind of took all the Duchess momentum out of that round. Again, Jing with another multi-frag round. It's gonna be kind of hard to stop him going forward.
It's round number 8 right here, and it is Duchess who desperately need a round win on this attacker-sided map. They started off so strong, especially with Hunter just running through them, but I Love Jing, the Raze player over here on Blackjacks, has been doing a great job getting those kills. The wall bang doing a lot of damage. And now Bomber pushes back, but now pushing back up. Barely destroying that boom bot. Bardo able to get the kill onto Hunter. Big kill right there to start off the round. As it's now down to a 4v5. 2 players desperately low. The KJ ult available. Will we see it used? We see the breach ult go out. It's going to be the push now. As the wall gets destroyed, Sailor Mara still alive. He gets shot in the back as Bardo's able to kill, and I Love Jing able to get one as well. Now going to be down to a 5v0 as they get them all, and it's going to be Blackjacks winning their 5th in a row, going up 5-3.
And as I was saying in the beginning of the game, clinical takes from MOX is now becoming clinical retakes from the side of L7, and you know, we're seeing that amazing breach ult that took out, I believe, all 4 of the people that were on site, enabling them almost effective. You know, sometimes those breach stunts can be cosmetic, but not that time around. And Phantasma doing great, playing off their teammates. Jing again picking up 2 frags. Again, this game could be slipping away from MOX here.
You're an undefeated team going into this, and now you find yourself behind. What does that do mentally?
I don't know. It really depends. It could ruin you, or it can make you stronger. So I want to see a little bit more into this game, how that will go, as Lee gets on these first 2 kills, and it's obviously not affecting them too much.
Yeah, Lee right away, double kills. So now, finally, for the first time in a while, it is Duchess who have an advantage in a round with players killed. Xiaoman gonna go try to clear sight, but we do have Phantasma playing in tree. Has not been cleared yet, but gets killed right there by Lee, picking up their 3rd of the game. As now down to a 1v4, and Bomber's footsteps are gonna be heard by Drisk, and Drisk gonna hear them as well. So this spike will be planted, and Bomber doesn't necessarily need a save here, but does Bomber basically not die to keep the Odin out of their hands, out of Duchess's hands?
He does pick up one frag here. I think he is going to save the rest. I think that is a good call to try to just, you know, play exits, try to keep the Odin away from the hands of MOX. If I was MOX, I wouldn't necessarily go for the Odin. You're already shooting pretty well with your Phantoms and Vandals. However, you never know. There might be some players that are a little bit more confident. Looks like he is just going to play for the exits here.
He could get a couple. Bomber's able to pick up another one. So now down to a 2v1. So able to, I mean, Bomber did a pretty great job of deciding to stay alive. It's picked up 2 kills there because the econ for Duchess was not in the best spot because they cannot full buy here now this round. 2 players going on light shields, and looks like Hunter. Is Hunter just going to go on a pistol here? I know they have Ray's ult, but
I would say it looks like Hunter could either go for just the Ray's ult and try to pick up the gun after that, but it looks like they were purchased by, I believe that was a Glitch that made that purchase. But that was a good round for MOX, but as you said, L7 did a really good job navigating MOX's economy here, so we'll see how this round plays out.
Shampoo able to spot the feet of Hunter, but misses the shots. 5 for your game, and right now Blackjacks up by 1. There are 8 ults available right now. Just an insane number, and there's only a few more rounds left. Maybe 3 rounds. As Hunter goes onto site, sprayed, stays alive and keeps the Raze ult, shoots, and not gonna hit anybody, but the spike is going to get planted. 40 seconds on the clock as the Fade ult gonna go down, and the Raze ult from I Love Jing able to pick up 1, 2, 3K for Jing, retaking site. Look at that assist category too. Everybody helping out with their util as the defuse gonna get started. Jing gonna hold it down, persevering, it's stuck, and it's a round win here for Blackjacks as they kill everybody on Duchess.
Again, another flawless here from L7, and even though the momentum's kind of going back and forth, L7 looking like the more cleaner team. Again, Jing with another multi-frag round. I believe that's their 4th of this game, and with 3 of them being 3Ks. We are seeing Jing just absolutely put on a clinic here as Raze, as they are 14-6 so far on round 11. And honestly, L7's owing a lot of their success to the fragging ability of Jing here.
All right, round number 11. Only 2 left in this half.
Yeah, let's see if MOX can close it out. Maybe make this a 6-6 or a 7-5.
Only 1 player with double-digit kills, and that's I Love Jing 14, as Driss gonna use the KJ ult. They have Gecko ult to clear sight as well, but no, they're just gonna use the KJ ult so far.
Look at this camera.
There you go. Yeah, the camera able to spot out everybody there, and I don't think it got destroyed. As Bardo peeking out, spike planted. That blind was perfectly timed as Drisk able to get the kill onto Bardo. So now a 4v5 as they lose their initiator, which is much needed in a retake. As Bomber goes down, Jing on the flank here. As Phantasma drops as well. 2 players remaining. Jing is down to 5 HP. By the way, I love Jing's Cookie. As Driss able to kill onto Shampoo, and Cookie gets killed. Thrifty round wins 6-5.
Yeah, that was a very good round by Duchess here. Again, shutting down Jing, it looks like kind of like their win condition at this moment of time. You know, Jing was brought down to that 145 dink by Lee, which kind of stopped them from having such a confident push into to site for this retake. First time we really saw L7 kind of fall apart there in that retake. Maybe some disjointed peaks. We had that great team play by Drisk and Glitch there. And honestly, this could go down to a 6-6.
Last round in the half, 6-5. And it has been a great showing from L7 Blackjacks as they were down 3-0 to start this one off. As Bomber's able to get a kill onto Leah. First blood is the Gecko ult able to get 1. The Cypher goes down and they go take site. Cypher back online now following the Gecko ult. Wingman gonna go ahead and plant the spike. Actually, they stop it. They're able to wallbang it as Sailor Mars now gets the kill onto Bomber. They have Spike on site, but they're not planting it. With 3 players near B site here on defense for L7 Blackjacks, they're guessing that there's a rotate, but there is none so far.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are trying to figure each other out for this round. It looks like there's not so much confidence on either side to try to poke and prod for that opening pick here again, as it is a 4-4.
The Omen completed the ult. If Drisk just shot their gun, I feel like, I mean, maybe going on the slow flank, but draw them over to B site and go plant C. Nope, they're just going to go ahead and plant C site. I love Jing. No, wallbang. No.
Yeah, again,
too late.
very slow and methodical from both sides here. I don't think they are aware of that shampoo ult in their spawn.
Oh, peeked out while reloading, but Bardo's able to get a kill onto Glitch. So now going to be down to a 3v3 with the flank coming from the Omen who ulted earlier. Hunter going to be able to hear this, but goes down immediately. The headshot from Shampoo. So now down to a 3v2 as Drisk gets the kill on the long flank. Gets another kill. So now down to a 1v1. Will we be tied or will it be L7 Blackjacks going up by 1 into the second half?
Placing swarm grenade.
Crowd step, getting closer. Shampoo getting on the defuse. Gets hit by the molly and Drisk. A 3K on the round with the molly. And we're tied going into the second half.
Yeah, what a half that was. Honestly, hold on to your seats because this might go into overtime the way these two teams are playing. What I will say, though, is, again, we saw the lurk, which kind of won these teams, these rounds, kind of happen at the same time. You saw that teleport from Shampoo all the way into the spawn to try to have that lurk and have that flank control, whereas Drisk slowly walked up B as L7 gave up that B control with that Shampoo ultimate. And then it just honestly came down to the 2 players that were lurking. And again, Drisk, who is so effective with those lurks, placing 1 molly on bomb, holding the next one for when the defuse comes out. It was textbook Killjoy play here. And now let's see what L7 could cook up here on offense.
And just really quickly before we get into this, I mean, who would you give your MVP for each team going into the second half so far?
Yeah, I mean, Jing, obviously, for L7. Even though Drisk kind of has the higher frags for MOX, I would actually give it to Lee that round.
Lee, 7 assists for the team and 7 kills. I love Jing, also known as Cookie, 15 kills. Phantasma leads the way with 13 assists on the breach, but only 5 kills so far. Finding a role in this game. Bardo gonna go ahead and plant the spike. Pistol round. Drisk comes on out. The blind, the paranoia, perfectly thrown. As Hunter and Glitch both able to kill Sailor Mars as well, and Hunter able to get that final one. So now down to Bomber, who has a frenzy in this 1v3. Stun works, and Lee able to flank right there. Sailor Mars gonna go on the defuse, which means it will be MOX taking the lead. They're up 7-6.
Yeah, and that's 2-0 for pistols if for MOX. You know, MOX winning both pistol rounds of this game. And again, Hunter needs to take a bow there as well. Hunter winning multiple pistol gunfights, opening up the space for MOX to head that retake and to get that diffuse off. Again, you know, they went up 4 rounds before falling in the first half. It's looking like that we're going to see something similar again here, but again, I'm still not counting L7 out because L7's shooting right now.
All right, round number 14 coming out of this one is we got a game on hand. 1 round difference separates these teams. Duchess undefeated, up by just 1 in map number 1 right now. Lotus, and we see slow play, perhaps a B take here from L7 Blackjacks. Selimar solo 1 here, throws the mosh out. The Bucky able to get 1, but Hunter trades it on out, so the Rays staying alive here for Duchess.
Placing swarm grenade.
Is Drisk gonna throw the molly to try to slow the push? Does a little bit of damage right here. Now Drisk gonna push up, spots 1, gets Shampoo, but traded out. So now a 3v3 advantage here though for Duchess as their 3 has guns available. Blind gets shot, but Bardo gives away position. Hunter goes out, but gets headshot immediately by Bardo on the transfer. And now Lee gonna push up. The Cypher Util gonna make some noise that they're there. Lee able to pick up a gun. The Bulldog in hand, but the stun perfectly timed. Gets that shot, but not able to get the kill as Phantasma gets it. Now Sailor Mars in a 1v3. 2 players low. 1 player full health there as the flank coming around. Sailor Mars now going to push up. Bomber peeking out. Flank there. And Wingman not even going to have a chance. Thrifty round win. Phantasma 3K on the pistols. And we're tied in this game.
So if you guys are out there watching and you guys are a little bit new to Valorant, that is a textbook way of how to get trades, how to play your trades. Because I think we had 3 frags go out that were immediately traded out, leaving it in that 2v2, 3v3 situation. Again, Bardo out here shooting heads. That flick with the deagle, absolutely incredible. That is such a hard thing to do, but was able to do it with such ease, and that just made that round look so pretty.
We're back being tied up in this one. 16 kills here for Cookie. 7 assists on top of it. As Phantasma, we mentioned, only 5 kills and 11 assists. Now already 8 kills and 13 assists. So Phantasma really being a role player. Going for a double-double right now. Which that just makes me want In-N-Out every time I say the word double-double. I don't know if you've ever had In-N-Out before, but...
Oh, hot take, In-N-Out's mid. Putting that out there.
I take it you're not a Californian.
I am not.
There you go. As Sailor Mars, actually 4 players gonna be stacked up on A side right here. It's nobody on B. If they destroy Breakable, they'll have a pretty clear pathway to plant the spike, and that's exactly what they do. But here comes the slow push out of the smoke. Nobody gonna be watching though, as everybody on B side, here they come. The util getting used, the stuns, but only 1 kill off of it as Shampoo tries to dodge the blind, but not gonna be able to. As Bardo tries to hold it down, but not gonna be able to either. I love Jing, close range Cookie gets the kill before the util goes out. We got a fight breaking out as Jing gets another one. 1v1 coming up from behind as Drisk able to get the thrifty kill, and it's gonna be 8-7. Duchess go up by 1.
Okay, I believe it was last round that I said that was a textbook round of Valorant. That round was not a textbook round of Valorant. That was messy, it was scrappy, but for MOX, it still took the cake. And I want to ask Drisk after this game if they were contemplating going for the knife or not. I think if this game would have been a little bit more one-sided, I would be curious to see if we were going to use that Mist Bloom knife, seeing that in action, but ended up getting the kill with that triple click, or on that right click with the classic there. And a great round from MOX to answer back from that thrifty.
That was just a game of chess. I mean, everybody kind of out-rotating the other team the entire time.
Yeah.
Just beautiful utility from the initiators on both sides of the field as it came down to a 1v1. And Drisk shooting, I believe it was Hunter in the back, able to get the round win. As here we go. 7-8, round number 16 in this back and forth. So far, it's been 2 rounds for Duchess this half, 1 for Blackjacks, as they've gone 1 for 1 each time. As they're going to rotate on over to C site. Going to be a difficult one to take with the KJ util. A little more difficult, I find, than Cypher, because when you're playing against Cyphers, you kind of guess where that util is going to be placed, where KJ, there's a couple more options. That's true.
Found them.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's I exactly agree with the whole Cypher Killjoy argument. Is there's a little bit more options, a little bit more freedom as you play KJ to capitalize off your utility.
Only 1 ult available. It's going to be from Bardo, as 2 players, Phantasma and Shampoo, both able to pick up kills. A long flank coming around from the Omen. As Sailor Mars picks up 2, but traded out, and now down to a 1v2. They have no idea that Lee is here. They're going to probably assume that Lee is Waterfall now that they clear that. So regardless, they're going to know that Lee comes from this direction. As both players watching a different side. If Lee pushes out and get this kill onto Omen, it could be a double kill here. Coming around, but no, Shampoo able to get it. We're tied up at 8.
Yeah, these 2 giants of expert are just going back and forth, and honestly, this is such an entertaining game. I am kind of curious, and there is going to be a timeout coming out here. This is exactly what I was going to segue into. I'm kind of curious to see if there was a little bit of a calm miscue, because Jam saw, or Sailor Mars saw, both individuals kind of push towards Jam after they were able to collect the frag. And I don't know if that was portrayed, because Lee could have easily had that information. Now, again, we don't know what's being said in the middle of the round, so I'm wondering if this timeout is just to kind of collect MOX, kind of say, hey, listen, relax, we got this, and we're gonna get him in this next round. But how are you liking this match so far?
It's been a scrappy match. I mean, back and forth, both teams, you know, it's been Interesting. I feel like both teams are doing a really great job of landing their stuns and everything. Coming from a League of Legends player, I don't know if that's used in Valorant much, but you know, landing their stuns and everything from the initiators. I would say that the big difference for me, I mean, this was a duelist battle at first, then it became an initiator battle. I would love to see the controllers and sentinels start to get into this one and try to make a difference on their team. I mean, it's been too easy for some teams to take sites or taking sites without taking any damage, where it's okay if you give up a site as a sentinel, but as long as you maybe do a little bit of damage in the process or let your team have an opportunity to rotate over. And then just controllers. I want to see, again, it's just been too easy and too, teams being able to rotate too easily as well to different sides. So really feel that this can be an IGL diff if one of the teams starts getting their play calling better.
My ult's ready.
Yeah, absolutely. And I played with Lee before. I know Lee very well. I know their calls are very calculated and very cool and calm and collected. So we'll see how MOX can translate this from a little bit more of that scrappy playstyle from L7.
I mean, doesn't it feel that way a little bit though? It's like normally in these games, like you can some players aren't playing well and some are taking over and all that, but I feel like everyone's doing their job. So I feel like this really is a coaching diff, right? Not that there's a diff, but both are exactly the same. So we'll see if anybody can outcall the other team, as Bomber's able to get a kill onto Sailor Mars, and Shampoo going to be playing close range. Will they clear this out? They don't, as Bardo and Shampoo both able to pick up 2. That's just great. Again, play calling right there. The defense is perfectly set up, as now Driss going to go on the attack solo, and a flawless victory there for Blackjacks as they go up by 1.
So I know I said that L7 was a little bit more of a scrappier of the playstyle, but one thing that must be pointed out is that there was 3 flawlesses so far this game, and they all came from the side of L7. And that it's just so clinical and it's so clean. And you saw MOX had that gamble where they pushed out and tried to make the flank, but I believe it was Bardo. Bardo and Shampoo were already way alert with that play call, and so these teams obviously did their homeworks on each other. It's just now who's going to be able to outshoot and outperform the other team.
As 9-8 your score. It is Cookie with 18 kills leads the way. Hunter still leads the way for their team, 14. So it still is a Rays game. 15 assists for Phantasma, the Breach player, and 12 for Glitch. So again, these have been the Breaches just going at each other with these stuns that have been going out. As we get the spike planted from Phantasma.
Planted.
Shampoo gets the kill onto Drisk. As it's a 4v4. Sailor Mars makes it a 4v3 as Bardo trying to defend the backside. Shampoo coming on the
look
floor.
at this flank.
Able to spot 2. Able to spot another, but not able to get the shot off. His wingman going to go on the defuse right here. 3 players going to be left alive. Bardo coming out. Bardo goes down, and Shampoo lines 2 up. Stops the defuse. Shampoo for the round. We're going to be able to stay alive and go back behind. The Shroud Step can be able to reposition as the defuse going to get started from Glitch. Glitch gets off of it. Shampoo wins the round on a 4K clutch.
Oh my goodness! What a round! And I have to say, if you were MOX, that low-key might be a tilter for you, because Shampoo single-handedly reached out and grabbed that round by the throat and made it their own, and L7 now have a 2-round advantage.
Shampoo able to not only get 2 kills, get Wingman off the spike, who was 3/4 of the way completed, and then survive the shots from the Breach. Shroud stepping over, doing some trickery, playing it like chess, and getting the final kill to win the round. It's 10-8 with L7 Blackjacks up by 2.
This is just an incredible game.
Driss gonna miss these Marshall shots right here, trying to just slow things down. Like I said before, Jing gets onto site for free while getting blinded badly. Is that spike gonna go ahead and get planted right away? No? Yes.
There it goes.
No grenade from Hunter. I think Hunter already used it. Yes, did. As it is all 10 players left alive in this one with the spike planted. The defense getting set up as the breach util gets used. Lee goes down. 3 players on the flank now. As here comes the retake. The thrash coming around the corner, but Phantasma able to get the kill onto Sailor Moon while in the Gecko ult. And out down to just one remaining. It's Glitch with just a classic and gets killed. 11-8 flawless victory for L7 Blackjacks.
Again, another flawless, and L7. It's just clinical. They must have heard the scrappy commentary and said, "Nah, let me clean it up real quick." A little commentator's curse. Yeah, again, really well-rounded round from L7. A lot of utility, playing off of people's utility, and just honestly just securing the round. MOX is losing their foothold in this game.
It's 11-8. Nobody with 20 kills, but 5 players on Blackjacks with double digits right now. Their bottom frag 13 of Bomber and Phantasma, with Cookie with 19. As they definitely have more kills, and that's what's been making the difference here, as they've been
Caution here.
winning rounds by pretty large margin when they are winning them. As we saw the flawless 11-8. Just a minute 10 left. They get the spike planted to win this round. Going to be a big difference if they won 4 in a row, keeping the momentum up, as no shields for 2 players here on Duchess.
I like how they're hunting as a pack here. They're all trying to probe and pick that first opening pick, but they're doing it as a pack. They're not waiting to take those singles or those trades. They're doing it as literally making it a 5v1 for these players.
Sailor Mars goes down, Cookie able to get the kill, and now Cookie gonna continue to push up into back sight, sees Hunter, gets another kill, wins that fight, and uses the satchel to save their own. Cookie finally drops from Lee, but Phantasm able to trade it out, the spike gonna go to get planted. Breach ult gonna be available here to stop the retake as the breach stays in tree. Glitch gonna be up above here. And has ult of their own, should use it here as they get one, but Bomber able to get the kill as the KJ ult gonna get used, as now Drisk gets blinded but stays alive. They're gonna push the ult on both sides of it, and Phantasma gets the kill. 12-8, match point here for Blackjacks, looking for their 3rd win of the season.
Yeah, and I will say that is very clinical. That was very well played by L7 there. They waited for that ult to come down. The ult came out, and then they decided to hunt again. It's a 2v1. Their odds are obviously better in their favor. We've seen Drisk pull out the heroics before, even in this match. But when you're going against an Odin and someone who's very confident, such as Phantasma, 16 assists, 15 frags, it's going to be a hard win, even with the ult.
Duchess, this would be their first loss of the season if they lose this map. Lee pushes out, but doesn't spot Shampoo, and Shampoo able to get that kill. So Lee already down. As Duchess just don't have smokes for the rest of this round, so it's going to be a lot easier for this site take. As Cookie goes for the spike plant. Doesn't get wall bang right there as the Raze ult gets used, but Hunter gets traded out right there from Bomber. Both players ended up killing each other. 3 alive here for the retake. 40 seconds on the clock. No ults available for them as Cookie has the Raze ult, waiting as long as possible, just buying time because they're not going to push up, but not going to do any damage to Glitch. 4 players for Blackjacks. 3 for Duchess. Here we go. Will the underdog be able to get the win as Sailor Mars able to get a kill on a Jing? Is the blind gonna go, but it's not gonna hit a lot as the Omen ult's gonna get used to reposition and try to get some info as Driss goes for the plant, but no! Blackjacks get the kill and win the game.
An incredible matchup there. It was round for round all the way up until round 17. That's when L7 started to get control of this map. L7, I know I said scrappy. I know I've said a whole bunch of things along those lines of unclean or anything like that. But what I will say is at the end, they really tightened things up, played together as a team, and really showed out there in the final 5 rounds. And I will say, Shampoo, hats off. Jing, hats off. You know, they really shut down those heavy hitters in Lee, in Hunter, in Drisk, in Glitch, and Sailor Mars. You know, this was not an easy matchup for L7 going into this, and they are absolutely able to hand Duchess their first loss of the season.
Cookie leads the way in that game with 21 kills. Shampoo going to be right behind with 19. Phantasma leads in assist with 16. 10 first bloods combined for Bomber and Cookie. How important were those first bloods there, and how effective were they for Blackjacks?
So effective. You know, first bloods are can make it break a game, could make it break a round. And that's what kind of make those duelists kind of stand out from other duelists. You know, we talk so much about like who's the best duelist and expert, who's the best duelist here. The best duelist could be the duelist that makes space for their team to get those first kills and to really just have those impacts in those rounds, especially when those rounds you're not favored to win. So again, you know, we see Cookie take the game by the scruff of the head there and just really make it their own, really put their stamp onto it, and it really paid off for them.
All right, so following that game, Duchess going to go to 4-1 on the season. Blackjacks 3-2. But we're not done yet. We got another map to play, and it's going to be on Haven. Game number 2 coming up in just a moment.
I don't wanna risk it all again, but I don't wanna be on my own. It always goes much better in my head, but the feelings end up wasted. So I'm sorry for breaking down when you said you got me. I'm used to being let down, but I'm hoping if I'm falling too fast, then you'll catch me. You'll catch me. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash? I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting. Sometimes I don't know if I can even change, but I'm still trying. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash?
We are back in this one, VDC game night. On this Sunday night, it is Duchess versus Blackjacks. What a great game we just watched. Blackjacks losing the first 3 rounds on Lotus, coming back and winning it all as they go to 3-2 on the season. Meanwhile, Duchess going to 4-1, their first loss. Never ever count out the underdog. Blackjacks have an opportunity here to tie it up with Duchess. They could finish tonight 4-2 with Duchess going 4-2 as well, or Duchess could make it a 5-2 start to the season, which I don't think anybody would be upset about. VK is here in the booth with me. We have Nick in production. VK, tell us a little bit about that game we just watched.
Yeah, I mean, that game was just, again, like I said, 2 giants in this expert tier going, trading blow for blow. And honestly, it was incredible to see these rounds go back and forth up until about round 17. So I'm hoping that Haven, the quality of Valorant will stay high. Typically, when we have those games where rounds go round for round, the quality starts to dip. And whether that's from L7, from MOX, or from both teams, we're going to start seeing some mistakes. It's a long night. We still have about another 40 to 50 minute game of Valorant left to go. And okay, hold on. I have to say this. Jam, I've been good friends with Jam since season 5. Locking in Jet here was not what I had on my bingo card for tonight. And I'm very excited to see them play Jet, but I will be judging you, just so you know, if you're watching this VOD back.
Have you seen Jam play Jet before? What does that tell us?
So I've seen Jam play Jet before in like fun, you know, like maybe some Valorant comp settings, never in a VDC setting, maybe a combine here or there. Definitely he has the aim to play Duelist very well. It's just, you know, I don't know if he has that attacking mentality as a Duelist should have. You typically look at Jam and he's more of the initiator that, you know, dump all the util to help your team enter site. Now he's the one that needs to enter the site. So we'll see if we'll see some cloudburst dash-ins, some updraft knives going here and there. And honestly, I'm just a little touched. Hopefully he learned something from his former teammate VK in this Jet pick. So we'll see.
You think losing to Blackjacks broke him? So now he's like, oh, I guess I'll play Jet.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if this is a Dobus or a Yoister Duelist map. Maybe that's why he's playing it. You know, big old shout out Mason. You know, we're just gonna say Mason. But you know, great bit of skills there, missing there from MOX, but again, some good firepower off the bench here as well with Jam and Glitch. So you know, representing KC Jam in his tag. Let's see if MOX can pull it out here.
As you see the teams selected and going into round number 1 of the game, we have the Duelists on both sides. Cookie gonna go for Raze here, and Jam, as you said, Sailor Mars is gonna be on the Jet. We have an Omen on both sides, but it gets a little different there. Sova, Breach, difference, and we have, actually no, we have a Breach on both sides, but we have the Sentinel, I guess, is the difference here. Cypher and Killjoy, and the Fade and Sova. Who would you give the better team comp to going into this one?
You know, that's a very good question. You know, I see the Sova Breach pairing. I like that a lot. I think I'm going to give it to MOX here, just because even though Fade is a good agent on this map, I think just how Cypher was on the last map, Fade is a little bit more limited when it comes to their utility, unlike Sova.
And round number 1, this game officially started. VDC Sunday night. And it's going to be the attack coming out from Duchess as they go and take C site. Sailor Mars is going to push up. Shampoo going to be waiting it out. Shampoo gets headshot and goes down. Sailor Mars able to get it. And now going to push further as Bomber enters the smoke, but goes down. Glitch able to get the kill. One player going to be lurking in mid. It's going to be Drisk going for a kill there. Right next to Cookie, but not able to get the kill. So 3 players left alive for Blackjacks, but 1 gonna be desperately low on this retake.
So proud of Jam for entering the site like that. Shout out Jam.
And Lee's able to get the kill on to Cookie as 4v2 now. They're pretty slow on this retake as now they push out and able to get 1, but traded out perfectly as Sailor Mars able to get there, I believe second of the round. And Deja Vu, it's 1-0 start for Duchess.
So they're 3-0 in pistol rounds. They have one more pistol round, and they will be perfect on pistol rounds for the night. But again, winning pistol rounds does not win you games. So we will see if this momentum could go in early. Are we going to see a repeat of last game? Are they going to go 3-0, 4-0 up, and then just completely implode until about the round, round 13, like how it was in the last game? So, I think we're going to be here for a little bit longer. So if you are out there watching, pull up some popcorn, pull up some soda. We're not going anywhere anytime soon.
As it is round number 2, Cookie going to be pushing up, actually staying local to A site, down under. Slow push. I mean, they did this last time, Team Duchess. They pushed pretty aggressively round 1 and then slowed things down round 2. I wonder if that's just a part of their playbook, if this is intentional. Controlling the pace of this game. Lee going to be mid alone. Using the util to drag them over to B site as nobody is on it. Shampoo is right next to it.
Oh!
As Glitch gets the kill. So now A site should surely be there. Is this Bardo hidden in a smoke on A, but scanned out? Look at the push up here. Sailor is going to have a flank. Sailor is going to be coming around. Spots the breach. And doesn't get one there. The dash getting blocked by the box as Phantasma left one alive, blinded, and goes down. 2-0. It is Duchess.
Yeah, and that was, again, great team play all around from Duchess there. A little bit unlucky there from Cookie. I think Cookie heard the Sova drone coming out. They were going to try to take advantage. Was not expecting to see 2 other players holding Sova's body. So a little bit unlucky there for Cookie. I think if Cookie gets 1 pick there, this round could have been completely different. But again, great rounds there from Duchess. So we'll see how L7 can respond here in their first buy round.
As Glitch with 3 kills so far. Sailor Mars, Jam, who we were worried a little bit about the jet pick, so far has yet to die. And Hunter might as well be AFK, 0-0 and 0 in this game so far. As we,
Crazy.
I mean, has gotten some, scans and stuff and helped out, but it's 0 on the stat category. As I mean, we all have the same score as Hunter. Let's just say that. Jing. Actually gonna get shock darted right there by Hunter, who were just talking. He heard us talking. He was like, all right, I'll show you. I'll show you. But hey, that does not adjust the score right now. It's still 0-0-0.
Oh, Hunter, if you're listening, we love you.
0 in the ult column too, which is funny to me.
Wait, what's
so Mars comes out, but no kill there, and no kill on the second time, and Bomber able to get the kill. As Hunter trying to find a spot on the board, does 1 kill in the kill column. End the game now, as Bomber gonna push out of the smoke as Glitch able to get a kill, and Phantasma takes out Hunter. Drisk maybe spots the gun there. Oh, perfect molly. Will it get used? No, it did not get popped. The Fade able to shoot it before it was used.
They don't have bomb.
Bomb not available for Drisk. Barely missing that. Flank coming around now. And there's a team ace. Everyone getting a kill. Bardo gets the last one, 1-2. As it was not a 3-0 start for Duchess this time, as Blackjacks make it a 1-2 game.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Duchess, I'd be a little disappointed in that round. You had a lot of gunfights that they initiated, but ultimately ended up losing. They were able to get 2 rifles out of the hands of L7, but no bomb plant as well. So, economy on the side of L7 isn't too hurt. You have Bardo and let's see here, Shampoo with the light and regen shields, as well as Phantasma on the Guardian. But still, again, all deadly weapons in the hands.
Shampoo gets a kill through the smoke onto Lee right there. Lee was going for the ult orb. Shampoo shot, and Lee stayed on the ult orb. So an easy kill for Shampoo right there, as they get the player advantage down by 1 in this game.
Yeah, interesting choice to stick that ult orb there, but, high risk, high reward for that ultimate orb.
And looks like it might be A site selection as Hunter uses the Sova drone. Able to scan 1. Bardo runs away. Well, they know that there's another one here. As Cookie able to get 1, 2, and
my.
Bardo gets the other. Lines him up, shoots him down. It's just going to be Drisk remaining yet again. The Sentinel.
Let's see how many Drisk can take down before either falling or proving to be the hero once again.
They did not spot Drisk going into their spawn, but should be pretty obvious at this point. It's the only place they really haven't checked besides C Long, but I think Cookie just saw it and gets the kill regardless. 3K for them on the round. We're tied up at 2 in this game on Haven.
A Cookie 4 rounds to get a 3K. That's insane. Cookie again proving to be the heavy hitter here for L7 here on VDC Sunday. We need to contact Drisk and make this an actual thing. VDC Sunday has such a good ring to it. But moving forward, you know,
I need to trademark it. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, trademark. Yeah, I love it. I love it. As we go into round 5 here, again, MOX starting to kind of slip up. It's these little mental judgment lapses that they're having. You saw, like I said, Lee sticking the ultimate orb, Jam not checking that corner to see where Cookie was at. You know, they have to be very diligent. This is a long game, and all these rounds count.
As Sunday night VDC, because the other one was trademarked. As Bardo is able to get a double kill right there, Sailor Mars is able to take out Cookie. Is now a 4v2 quickly again. I mean, this Blackjack team just great with momentum. They, again, last game started off 0-3, came back to win by a pretty large margin. As this time they started off down 0-2, and now looking like they will go up 3-2 unless Hunter can pull off a miracle. 1v4, Hunter gets 1, but down to 12 HP. With 55 seconds yet left, has plenty of time to go anywhere he wants, but with no gun, I mean, might as well. What's the strategy? Just pick up a gun and save? I mean, you don't save the sheriff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Saving here is kind of risky. Your team was on a save. If you pick up a gun and save the gun, you're still not getting the economy bonus of losing. You're at 12 HP. You have the bomb. Maybe just try to get a bomb plant down somewhere. We're going to see how this goes. Hunter is swiftly losing time as they only have 20 seconds to plant the bomb here. But Bardo's looking to clean up this round here. And they're aware. Or are they?
Bardo saw, I believe. Hunter did not. And there you go. Bardo 3K on the round. Bardo's got 6 in this one. As Blackjacks take the lead for the first time on Haven.
Yeah, and L7, you know, again, taking the game and making it their own. You know, we're seeing a lot of creativity. We're seeing a lot of A main control, which is something that is lacking from the side of Duchess. You know, they get the site, they plant, and then they just kind of hold site. They don't really take the space much. What I will say is L7 doing a great job of being in that aggressive hold positions. I think we're going to need to see some stepping up from Duchess. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be willing to take risks? And who's honestly going to be the one that kind of saves Duchess some momentum here?
As it is round number 6, and they're going to go push A site. Bomber is going to be here. It's going to be their fastest push of the round so far. No, they're going to run away.
Deciding to back out here again. And this is what I was talking about. The momentum here, the confidence to push on a site, a little lacking. You know, it is okay to go slow every once in a while, but every round when it's happening, you allow the other team to counter-strat you.
They can give the spike to Glitch, and Glitch can go C. The closest person is Cookie, who is now making their way through B site as Jam gets caught in a jam on the Cypher Util. As Bomber and Phantasma both able to get kills. The trip actually was the thing that ended up getting the kill. Nobody shot them. As Glitch comes out, picks up 1. So now a 4v1 Glitch. Oh. Not able to spot Shampoo down low. Did get a ult out of Cookie.
Yeah.
And now 4-2.
That was a little interesting there from Cookie. You know, as someone who plays Raze, I definitely could, you know, feel their pain if it was a fat finger. It's happened to me many occasions. I think the only worse feeling than that is hitting your blast pack before the round starts. That also kind of sucks. But, you know, again, ultimate was used there on the side of Cookie, but they did ultimately end the round. And 4-2 Blackjacks here.
Get out of my way!
As Bardo and Cookie lead the way with 6 kills a pop on Blackjacks. It is Glitch who has 5 right now for Duchess. They got Hunter off the Duelist. This time Sailor Mars taking it. Hunter only 2 kills and now 5 deaths in this game.
Let's go, Jam. Let's see these knives. I'm very interested to see if you can confirm any frags here.
Nobody has Spike right now. They do have the Omenal to go grab it, but just so slow on taking sites. They're kind of letting Blackjacks get into a good defensive position before they take any ground, not catching them off guard whatsoever, which is kind of what you have to do when you're playing in pistol round or save round.
There is a high-low going on here outside B, which is kind of
free kill right here.
What is this timing?
Gets a gun. As I heard the knives, but I saw Sailor Mars in the kill feed as getting killed, as assuming they were whiffed. As Glitch now gonna come out.
Oh,
it goes down. Cookie 3K on the round, up to 9 now, 5-2.
Cookie again for proving to be so strong for L7. L7 fans starting to rejoice here. Some Gambas are going to be getting paid out there in the L7 casino. But I'll tell you what, Sailor Mars getting a little unlucky with those knives coming out. Let's talk about Drisk's timing. That was an insane example of Valorant timing. I would be very confused if I was Bardo. But ultimately, didn't mean anything to the round. It was just a gun that was lost. But, you know, with L7 being as rich as they are, not going to matter much.
5-2, your score, it is. An impressive performance from Blackjacks, who again, down 2-0 to start off this game, has won 5 in a row, pretty much similar to last game. And they are slowly pushing.
And this is the round that MOX actually turned it around last game, I believe, when it was kind of in that 5-3 area, 6-3 area. So we'll see if they're able to do it again here. They do have the Killjoy ultimate that they are going to commit here, it looks like.
A shampoo on C site.
What a nade. Does that break it? Does not.
Hunter gonna push up with a spike? No, they're actually just gonna use the KJ util ult as a distraction as they push C, but Shampoo is still over here, lurking behind box. Spike makes his way over to C. Fade close by as well. Shampoo looking to get a kill, but goes down immediately. Nice. Glitch able to get it.
30 seconds left.
Bomb is going to go down here, which is huge for MOX. Now they just have to play off site and protect this bomb. Just again lurking through that middle. Oh, this is a huge ult there from Bardo.
Is Cookie gonna get... Or be able to dodge that out. Gets hit by the solo ult up above and gets hit again. Hunter, Legolas out there as Drisk and Lee are both able to pick up kills as well. Flawless victory out of them. What a great hold as it is 5-3 now.
From AFK to Legolas, Hunter was just disrespected to having one of the most big compliments of the game, being called probably one of the best characters in Lord of the Rings there. So again, great round. I was actually going to be a little bit critical of that fake Killjoy ultimate, saying that there was not a lot of space taken when that ultimate was down and the fake was realized. However, Lee, and I believe it was Lee and Glitch doing a great pinch on that C site to get that opening pick.
There's a 2-round difference now. Cookie, 9 kills. Nobody in double digits yet. It's been 8 rounds so far. Pretty shocking. Everybody just really getting their hand in the pot, getting kills. Lee, 5 assists, leads the way. As Phantasma gets the pick onto Lee. So the breach killing the other breach. As Cookie up close.
Do they clear?
We're getting stunned as well as Cookie able to get one, but Glitch trades it out. As now they're going to use the util to try to clear sight. Sailor Mars. The slow push.
Oh, don't back up.
49 seconds to go, and they have time to rotate.
They do, but I think L7 is a little bit aware that their wariness to push the Cypher setup, because they're already taking their places on B and C respectively. 30 seconds to plant the bomb. This is going to get a little dicey here for
They
MOX.
have to go B now.
30 seconds.
Yeah, this is going to get scrappy, and they're about to run into an Odin.
Phantasma, ready to go. Will they get scanned? No, Phantasma. Oh, the Jet able to distract. As Sailor Mars goes down, Bardo able to get that kill. Spike planted now, 40 seconds to the clock. This is a 2v3. They're playing together. But there's Bomber able to get one. So now down to a 1v2 is Glitch. Last one alive on the team. Glitch spots one, spots Shampoo. Is Bardo on the defuse. Glitch goes down. Shampoo drops him. As it's going to be 6-3 now. Team Ace for Blackjacks.
Yeah, really scrappy fight there, and they did a really good job in getting Phantasma's Odin off of them with that distraction from Jam. The only unfortunate part was when Hunter and I believe it was Glitch went to push that in a link. It was Drisk. Drisk was able to was unfortunately traded out. I think both of those players needed to stay alive in order to secure that round success. But again, you know, going into round 10 here, it's starting to run away from MOX.
Round number 10 now as we near the end of the first half. Just 3 rounds remain. It has been 6 out of the last 7 rounds here for Blackjacks. It looked like Duchess was able to break their momentum, but immediately Blackjacks able to win the next round as Shampoo takes out Lee. Another first blood for Blackjacks as they just been getting these picks one by one, and it just feels like Duchess just don't have the coordination right now, or like they're not committing to any side. It just feels weird. I mean, what's going on with their strategy so far?
Yeah, I was actually about to say the same thing. We last game was so polished. This game, we're seeing a little bit of shaky strats, maybe not some confidence going out. It's a great kill from Drisk there on the lurk. Could pick up another in Bomber, but it looks like Bomber has a timing. Wait a minute.
Oh, barely walks by, does not spot Drisk.
Oh my
Drisk,
God.
look to your right, Drisk.
Someone!
Oh, Bomber spots first, but Drisk wins the fight down to 11 HP. The headshot made the difference. Bomber actually got the first shot off. That gets them a sight. 3v4, but Drisk is very low right now.
That was insane that Drisk was able to pick up that kill, and it is going to be a retake here from L7, and this could be what MOX needed as Hunter picks up a kill on Bardo.
A big pickup from Hunter right there as Shampoo now comes out, gets the headshot. 3K for Shampoo. Drisk spotted.
No!
Phantasma gets the kill. Now just down to Sailor Mars, the Jet.
Come on, Jam. Channel Eater, VK.
Clock ticking. Sailor Mars readies the dash, comes out, sprays, hits Phantasma, gets hit themselves. Both players gonna be low. Sprays, but misses the shot. Goes for the classic, the right click, double kill, clutch. It's 6-4 now. Sailor Mars does it.
Jam! Holy, that was an insane clutch there from Jam. I would love to see how close that bomb was from getting defused there by, I believe that is Shampoo. But an insane double kill with the right click. Couldn't find those frags with the Phantom. Decides to pull out the Sentinels Classic. And Daddy Zelsis would be proud there.
Sailor Mars up to 6 kills in this game. 2 of those on a right click on the classic that won the round. 6-4. Blackjacks still have the lead, but they've lost 2 out of the last 3. Momentum shifting back over to Duchess as we have ourselves another game. 2 rounds left in this half on Haven.
I can't get over how insane that round was. the Drisk bomber incident, the Jam 2K with the right click. Wish my classic did that. But anyway, time to move on round 11 here.
As Hunter and the rest of the team going to be pushing up down below. Bomber playing the same spot up above. Going to be able to spot out a bunch of players. And immediately Lee repositioning the spike over to A long. Everybody near each other with the exception of Shampoo across the map. Just watching for any rotates. Cookie trying to hold things down. Glitch.
Oh, I like this.
The crosshair of Cookie gets one and goes down. Glitch able to kill the Bomber, able to get a classic kill onto Sailor Mars on the headshot. It's gonna be down to a 4v4 now as Bomber takes out another. It's just Drisk remaining and no longer. Bardo gets it 7-4 now. We have a back and forth game right now.
Yeah, very back and forth. What I will say, you know, that was a very losable round from L7. MOX did have the foothold in that round, but pick after pick coming through. Just all fell to the side of L7. If you are a MOX fan watching, you would feel a little hard done by that round. But again, if they can make this 7-5, this game is far from over.
7-4, your score. Cookie, 11 kills, the only player still with double digits, which is crazy to me. We're 12 rounds into a game and only one player is double digits. Isn't that wild?
That is so wild to me, but it kind of shows how even these teams are. You know, we have Cookie on that obviously being the individual with the multiple the double-digit frags, but you know, I'm sure that'll come this round with 2 more players sitting on that 9 and then 2 others sitting on 8.
It goes back to what we were saying on Lotus. I mean, when every single player is contributing, it comes down to an IGL diff. And right now, as we said, Blackjacks just appear to have it figured out a lot more, but I don't know if we can say that anymore. It goes back and forth between these 2 teams. They're even right now, and it's a 3-round difference, and Duchess trying to make it a 2-round difference going into the second half, as we have 40 seconds left on the clock.
Right there.
Yeah, this is an interesting gameplay. we see 9 out of the 10 players in one location.
Zvan looks away.
What is this?
Goes down. Hunter able to get the kill, and now it's gonna be Sailor Mars able to get one as well. Silva gonna get used, as well as Cookie, who used the ult to get a kill. Entering the smoke, Bardo able to get 1, Bardo able to get 2, and Jing able to get Glitch as Hunter picks up 1. Now gonna be down to a 1v2. Hunter gonna be down to 3 HP. It's 30 HP for Cookie, and Bardo with the 3K makes it 8-4 in the half.
Again, it's one of those things where, you know, you said about the IGL diffs, correct? It just seems like MOX is kind of missing out their IGL here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a little disheveled over there. I don't know if mental is low. But, you know, the one thing as someone who IGLs, the thing that I'm noticing is these patterns aren't being recognized. We see so many L7 players playing in the smoke. When a smoke goes down, there's always almost someone going to be in the smoke or on the other side of the smoke, willing to push to get those frags. This round, it was Bardo. In previous rounds, it was Cookie. And it seems like that MOX just isn't quite noticing those changes yet. But, again, a game of Valorant is 2 halves. So we'll see if MOX is able to clean it up here in the second half of this game.
8-4 right now, and it's looking like, I mean, Blackjacks have the advantage. Cookie, 13 kills in the half. Bardo, 11 kills in the half. The only players with double digits. That's pretty low assist count here, I would also say, for... was it for Duchess?
Yes.
As... I don't know, the way mine looks versus stream is different. Anyways, for Duchess, they only have, what is that, 11?
It looks, math is hard, but yeah.
11 assists total in 12 rounds, slightly low as Hunter gets shot from behind. Shampoo able to get the kill as Glitch able to trade it out. Glitch able to get a second kill. And now going on the defuse, but Bomber able to get it. Bomber for the win. No, Glitch able to get the 3K and the defuse. We got an 8-5 game as Duchess able to close it out. But back to my point of just the low assist count. I mean, what does that say about a team?
That they were very scared to take the sites. I mean, the low assist counts there. You know, you're not playing as a team. You're not playing in tradables. You're not playing to each other's util as effectively as you should. Especially when you look at the last game when some people had double-digit, almost upwards of 20 assists on one agent. So again, that's why I'm seeing that Duchess is a little bit disheveled here. But what I will say, Duchess, 100% pistol round win for tonight's VDC Sunday feature, and I don't know. That's got to say something.
Do they practice pistol rounds? Like,
maybe they should just stick with pistols. I don't know.
I mean, what makes their play style so effective in these pistol rounds?
Well, and what I will say is that pistol round was brilliant with the trades. They played in wonderful areas to get those those eco frags. So, again, if they can do that with their guns, they will have so much of a higher success rate coming into these rounds.
8-5 now, second round of the second half. This is a massive round for both teams because if Blackjacks can get to 9, I mean, that's a pretty big gap up 4 this late in the game, but an 8-6 game, it's within reach. It gives your team momentum. I mean, how important is this win right here for either side?
I mean, very important. This is where we're going to see the momentum shift. And when we see the momentum shift, typically whoever wins these 2 rounds is typically the one that wins the game, right? You know, as we see in most Valorant games. It's hard because you have the side of Duchess who have those guns, but just the teamwork that L7 showed just proves that they don't really necessarily need those guns to be successful.
Triss taking a lot of damage from that grenade. Actually let the grenade drop down and do additional damage. That was about 20 extra, which could be the difference between living and dying in a fight.
Wait, that trip's insane.
As Cookie, well, the trip got destroyed, but the flight coming around right here from Lee. Lee able to pick up 1 as Glitch gets spotted, stays alive somehow as Lee picks up another kill. Lee 4K on the round. Lee 4, the ace. No, Drisk able to get it, but it's gonna be 8-6 now. Big round win out of Duchess. 2-round difference for these teams.
I think Drisk is gonna get a little bit of an earful from Lee. Later on in the night, if this game does become successful for Duchess, you know, that was pretty much a free kill for Lee for that ace, but Drisk was able to take it instead. However, if you're in this moment, especially with like the team that I'm with, you know, we just want to secure the rounds, especially if you're down, and that's what they did. So again, a big round there from Duchess. I think they only had one death there, so they only lost 1 rifle. We'll see if they can win this and make this an 8-7 game. I think I have Duchess winning this match.
As Duchess has won 2 in a row, that is tied for their longest streak, which was round 1 and round 2 to start off this game. Look at that immediate kill right there from Drisk on to Bardo.
No?
They have the momentum right now as Hunter is able to spot 1, gets 2 right there. So now 2 players going to be remaining. As Shampoo spots 1, gets traded out as it's a 1v4, and Cookie is saving Private Ryan right now behind enemy lines with a minute to go. What a big start to the round here, and perhaps a round win for Duchess, making it a 1-round difference. Again, would be their biggest streak, I believe, the entire night. I don't think they went more than 2 rounds in a row. But
well, they went 4 in a row for.
Did they go 4? Oh yeah, you're right. Just start off.
Yeah.
As we do see that, I mean, this Blackjacks team has been so streaky tonight. In Valorant, just a game of momentum. I mean, how do you take this momentum away now from Duchess?
Well, that's one way. To see if Cookie can poke and prod. I think they're gonna save the rest. It is worth saving this Vandal now that they did get a pick here. But you know, just Cookie kind of reminding the Duchess team, hey, I'm still in this lobby. If I'm in this lobby, you're not winning without a fight. But again, L7 need to get their foothold in a little bit quick. It seems like maybe comms are muddled. Maybe they're just getting a little bit unlucky with their timings, as, you know, Valorant timing has been so apparent tonight in multiple occasions. So, you know, this was the 3rd occasion this map alone within that Bomber and Hunter timing. I don't know. Duchess just has to hold their mental, hold their nerve, and I think they can close this game out. But L7 looking a little broke here. Definitely need to get around sooner rather than later.
1 round separates these teams going into round number 16. Cookie, the top frag with 14 kills, but this has been Glitch and Lee, and honestly the entire team out of Duchess stepping it up. 13 kills for the top frag, 7 for the bottom frag, and then you have Blackjacks, 14 kills for the top frag and 7 for the bottom frag. These teams are neck and neck, every single player contributing so far, and we're gonna see in this round if it can be tied up or if we can see Blackjacks make some room. Phantasma gonna go on the plant right here as Hunter gonna use the shock dart. Not gonna be able to hit the planter as the Sova drone makes its way out. Spots a couple. Lee able to get one, running away. Lee coming out again. The plan is perfectly timed as Lee caught reloading but still alive. Goes for 3 as the Bucky hits. And Phantasma gets another. Phantasma gets another 3K right now. Playing a ring around the Rosie with the Bucky. Stays alive but caught in the box as Lee gets the kill, and we're tied up at 8.
What I will say, chat. I'm losing my voice, so you gotta ignore the voice cracks here. What I will say is, Lee is their IGL.
Now that you say that, I was gonna ignore it, but now I can't ignore it.
Now you can, right? Lee is their IGL. They are definitely calling for MOX here. But what I will say is, it kind of seems like Lee is taking more of a fine, I'll do it myself approach in this game. Multiple multi-frags, almost kind of like what we saw from Cookie last game. And again, a huge round there from Lee, saving that round, which could have been detrimental. I think if L7 would have won that, we would have saw the momentum shift yet again. But now we have an 8-8 all even, and this is deja vu from last map.
Feels like a playoff game right now, just the intensity and how much these players are just contributing. Assists have definitely gone up for Duchess, and I think that's just been the main difference right here. As they have 21 assists now.
Lee again with that first blood.
So remember, they had less than 1 per round, and now they have more. So they've just been doing a great job of playing together. Is Phantasma gonna plant the spike? Actually, not able to finish it. The breach hold able to go down. Is Glitch able to get a kill onto Bardo as the blind goes out? Just gonna be able to stay alive close range. Driss comes out, but the spike plant from Phantasma is a no-go as Driss gets the kill on the runaround. It's 8-9 as for the first time since round number 3, Duchess has the lead, and we get a timeout.
Yeah, that timeout definitely is going to be something that they need to take. They're now tying their most rounds consecutive with 4 here. If they make it a 5, if we see a 10-8 game here on the side of Duchess, like I said, I think this game will go to Duchess here, just seeing how much momentum they have. Kind of proving that, you know, maybe Haven isn't as attack-sided as possible, but what I will say, you know, that kind of is going for Duchess's favor here, and this is no disrespect to Jam at all. Jam obviously playing in that off role with Jett, maybe not as comfortable as certain other Jett players would have been, but they were able to attack first. So as long as they got some rounds on attack, the rounds where they were more comfortable on defense, they're obviously capitalizing on.
Yeah, I mean, Haven, you're right, is statistically more of an attacker side of that, but I just feel like these team comps, I mean, nobody went double duelist. Like these agents just really good at retaking and holding down sites, and I think that that's been the main difference. And again, you can look at the assist column, how effective utility has been, and do you think that that's what making the difference right now with Duchess, or util is just getting better throughout the game?
Believe it or not, I actually don't think it's their utility. I think it's their aim. Earlier in the game, they were losing a lot of easy, in my opinion, easy 1v1s. They were pushing into smokes unnecessarily. They were, you know, losing their gunfights. And now their shots are crisp. They're hitting heads. There's not a lot of whiffing. And yes, they are using their utility a lot better. But I do think their aim is to kind of account for their success right now.
1 round difference between these teams as the round starts. Number 18. As we get near the end, 4 needed for the win for Duchess, 5 needed for Blackjacks. Or will we see an overtime? Is Lee gonna push up pretty aggressively here and able to get the kill onto Bardo? And now going for a second, but Bomber able to trade it out, and that is the second frag down now for Duchess. A big trade there. Is the Cypher util able to spot out where a couple of people are? And Phantasma heads on over to A site. The ult from Shampoo gets finished. You don't see a lot of finished Omen ults. Is Hunter not going to find anybody there? Sailor Mars able to get the kill on it. Yeah. Wow. I mean, if Shampoo was going to finish the ult, it was going to be there. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Why you don't see a lot of Omen ults get finished on this map?
Spike planted.
Sailor Mars up above. Spike planted 3v4 now. The retake going to be coming out of Duchess. Will they be able to pull up by 2, or will we see an even game? Cookie playing up close. Stinger down to 50 HP. Slowing him down a little bit.
5 bullets.
5 bullets. Been able to get a kill. Comes out, but Hunter able to get a kill onto it. Now down to a 1v3. The Bucky able to get 1. The Bucky gets 2, stays alive. Ring around the Roseby. Phantasma has ult. Phantasma uses the concuss. Phantasma coming around, gets the shot off. Clock ticking. Hunter needs to get on the defuse. Gonna go for the stick, but no, gets off of it. And Phantasma will be enough time down to the wire. Boom! 0.95 seconds, and we're tied in this game.
Oh man, and again, this is just kind of like where you see those missed comms. How no one is calling out the time that you're running out of time. You have to get on that bomb. You have to play. You have to speed up the play here. You know, just again, these little micro like mistakes from MOX are costing them big rounds. That should have easily been a MOX round win there, but instead, L7 able to take the victory.
I think if they held the spike when they were in the smoke, that would have been a round win.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they predicted the fake. But you know, pros don't fake.
Ooh, that Killjoy utility taking all the momentum out of Cookie's blast packs, not being able to confirm that ult there. Bomb will go down.
Bardo can be able to plant the spike again. Tied game, 9-9 right now. Is Jing is the only person on site. Everybody else going off.
All 5 MOX members together.
Is the fade ult perfectly used? Sailor Mars coming out. Everybody dropping. It's just 2 players remaining on Blackjacks as Duchess wins the initial fight. As they're playing long, going for the kill. Shampoo picks up 2 as Bomber's able to pick up 1. It's just down to Lee in a 1v2, and this spike is planted perfectly. I don't know what that is, but Lee's shooting the wall as Lee is gonna go for the stick. Bomber spots. Shampoo goes down, and this bomb will blow. Even though Lee gets the kills, it's 10-9 as Blackjacks retake the lead, and they get their first win. Actually, sorry, second win of this half.
Okay. That round again was so winnable for the side of MOX, but Shampoo almost pulling out the same heroics almost around the same time as they did in the last map, pulling out that double kill, as well as Bomber picking up 1 too, made it a 4v3 to a 2v1 in the amount of probably about 5 seconds. So again, MOX having to clean up these retakes, and L7 back in control.
I mean, how like just that Phantasma 1v1 that ended up winning, even though the spike blew. I mean, how important are those kind of clutch wins and motivating your team to get back in this one? Because that was the second round win just in this half, that last round.
Yeah, I mean, super important. You know, that kind of gives the team the win back in their sails. You know, you just pulled out a heroic play for your team. As we are going to see Jam make some contact here. It goes down to Cookie, but does some damage. But again, when you make those hero plays, they're so they raise the confidence of the entire team, because that kind of motivates everybody else to, okay, hey, we won that round because of a single person. Let's try not to put him in that same position again.
It's 10-9. Going for the spike plant on C. They will do it. Bomber the 1. 40 seconds on the clock. As Cookie kills the flank and Hunter. That's a big pick right there. So now everybody going to be coming from the similar directions as Bardo gets 1. Drisk able to take out Bomber, but Shampoo clears 1. Glitch gets 2. And now down to 36 HP in a 1v2. The breach ult is available. And again, this spike planted in such a great spot as Phantasma gets the Vandal kill, and Blackjacks just need 2 to win it.
Oh man, yeah, timeout coming out. I think that's definitely something that they definitely needed. One thing I am going to point out, L7 called that timeout when it was 9-8 in favor of MOX, and they used that timeout for their advantage. They were able to reconvene, bring all the players together, and really just knock the wind out of the sails out of MOX here. So let's see if MOX can do the same thing for L7. But we are now coming to the business hours of this Valorant match. There is very little room for mistakes on the side of MOX, and MOX is making way too many mistakes. They need to clean up their act. They need to clean up their retakes. They need to clean up pretty much everything, and stop relying on aim. Use some utility. We saw a little bit of glimpse on that 10-9 round, but still, they need to clean up a lot of things. Maybe control their mental a little bit. I have no idea.
Do you mind just keep talking? Let's go to the bathroom.
Absolutely. All right, VK's taking over. As my voice is giving out, it's fine. We're winding down this timeout here. Huge shout out to my colleague Michael and Nick again here with VDC Media team. If you guys are interested in joining media, shout out to Mox Trisk, who is our media lead. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. We love Duchess media lead. Anyway, time ticking down as we are going to move in here into round, again, map to start 21. Jam with these knives, gets one. Sacrifices 2 extra knives to confirm that kill, but wisely enough backs away. Lee gets another. Hunter trying to take some space. Lee gets a second. Hunter gets another. Shampoo again taking down Lee. And now it's a battle 1v3. But Shampoo has the gun.
already 1v3? Oh, it's gone for like 10 seconds.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Left in the wrong round. Like they did a slow round.
Oh, but bomb is going to go down. This is actually super winnable here for Shampoo. It is not planted for that backside Shampoo could take. I don't know if they're aware that all 3 MOX members are behind Shampoo. But again, we've seen Shampoo in these scenarios before, and they have won. There is a footstep that's going to go out. Gets one. Here it comes. Fly's going to go out. He's going to confirm 2. And MOX and Hunter with the kill to make it 11-10. And again, this game's coming up close again.
See, normally I don't show bias, but I feel like there I was like, I mean, Shampoo played that perfectly. I mean, besides just getting shot in the head. And sorry, when you do the Busta Rhymes play-by-play casting, you need a lot of water, which means you need to go to the bathroom a lot. But 11-10, I mean, what was the difference in the start there? Catch me up.
Yeah, no, so Jam able to get a kill off that Bladestorm out of C Garage, and then Lee, again, being kind of like the MVP for MOX here, getting 2 off rip in that A short, so... You know, it's looking better for MOX here.
As Sailor Mars Jam going to be playing on A site here with Hunter. 11-10, 1 round difference in this game as Blackjacks did win 3 in a row, and they are on sort of a save round here. It's full Vandal and full shield out of Duchess.
Oh, this is beautiful by Jam here.
Mars stays alive. As Hunter's able to pick up 1. Sailor Mars gets another.
1 enemy remaining.
Now just 1.
Glitch.
Wow.
A.
I see a flawless victory here.
Jam could ruin it. Yep.
Shampoo able to get the person behind who they were shooting, but it is 11-11 now. We're tied up in this game with just 2 rounds needed for both teams.
Oh, Jam, I'm so sorry. Anyways, it is 11-11. Like I said, I do have Duchess winning this match. I'm still going to stay strong with it, even though I think L7 is starting to slip again, as they did have control of this second half mostly. I see the chat pointing out that I said clean up everything is wild, and I will say MOX has cleaned up a lot of their act here, and we're seeing a 4v4 situation right here in C-Long.
Fast push. Sailor Mars trying to get a kill, but doing a lot of damage onto Bardo to start off the round. As Cookie stays behind, the rest of the team going to rotate heavy over to B side. Bomber going to lead the charge. As nobody on B, they just have an alarm bot here. Actually, they're going to go over to A, but that drone's going to spot them. Surprised they don't go back to... Maybe they push up. See, I mean, look at the KJ presence, by the way. Just alarm bot on B, turret on C, just... They're afraid to push that util as Hunter gonna get full blinded. Bardo comes around, able to pick up 1 with Shampoo getting the other. 2 assists there for Phantasma, up to 9 in this game. As a spike gonna go and get planted down to a 5v3. KJ ult is ready. Will we see it? Yes. There it goes with the Fade ult gonna answer. The KJ ult. Getting used. Shampoo cancels. As Cookie on the flank goes down, and Bardo able to get that kill before the detain, but it's going to be 2 detained. It's going to be running out soon. As down to halfway, going for the stick. The Odin heads up, and they get the stick as Phantasma gets 1. And then drops. Lee able to pick up the kill. Match point here for Duchess.
So there is a lot to unpack here. First, we have that Lee jumping over the trip of Bomber in A main to kind of secure the fact that no one knew that Lee was behind them. You have the Drisk ultimate maintaining 2 detains, the only 2 detains left on the map, which ultimately won them the round. And then again, great discipline on the side of MOX to defuse the bomb, to get the player that was on site, and to lead the player off site for later on in the round. And like you said, match point for MOX here.
Full buy, full Vandals, full shields, full utility out of Duchess. Not the same story here for Blackjacks. As One of their players has a Bucky, and that's Phantasma, but you did see that Bucky went around before, so it might not be the worst thing. As Cookie gonna be on site, and the spike gonna go to get planted from Bardo. Lee gonna be pushing up. This is gonna be a big kill right here. First of all, on this flank from Bomber, who loses the fight. Lee able to get the kill,
Oh,
and Hunter able to get one as well. Gonna be down to a 3v5. All 5 players gonna be left alive on Duchess, who just need 1 round to win the game. As this spike did not get planted, only an Omen ult available. Shampoo pushes, gets the kill, and escapes. 4-3. Spike planted now, 40 seconds on the clock, and to be up to them for the retake. The Sova drone able to spot a couple as Glitch goes down, but Trisk able to trade it out. Now the Ray's gonna be able to get the ult off of it as Cookie misses, and Hunter able to get the kill. 1-3. The game is on the line for Phantasma, who gets 1. Phantasma has an ability to get them both. They're both low. Gets them. Phantasma, 3K clutch. We're tied up going to overtime.
Oh, Phantasma!
Switching sides.
Oh my god!
Overtime.
This game is wild. This series is wild. Phantasma again with the 1v3 clutch on an eco. That round was all but 1 for MOX, but again, the ultimate from Cookie putting Hunter onto 1 HP or 1 shot, and Phantasma able to hold their nerves and to clutch that round.
Phantasma's got to be the MVP so far. I mean, that is 2 clutch. I mean, 21 kills and 10 assists right now out of Phantasma. Double-double in the game, as well as Glitch. 24 kills and 12 assists. 24 out of Lee as well. This has just been an incredible... Shampoo, sorry, I got to mention 21. 4 players with over 20 kills in this game. It's just been a kill fest every single round. As the fight breaks out, Lee trying to get the kill in this first round of overtime.
That's some good armor damage there, but are they aware of the Odin that is awaiting their impending doom?
Is Phantasma going to be able to reload on that Odin? Full magazine. Here it's shooting. Drisk could jump over this or destroy it. Decides to destroy it as Bomber goes down. Glitch able to get the kill with the wall bang as Cookie gets one onto Lee. Phantasma forced to push off with the Odin. 4v4.
Coming back.
Hunter is 1 away from an ult. As utility galore, that breach util gonna be able to get 1 kill from Phantasma. As Phantasma gets another one of the Odin, just down to 1 player remaining as it's Glitch, who's able to pick up 1. The Omen versus Omen. Both players full health, full shield, and Shampoo wins the fight and gets the defuse. It's gonna be Duchess match point.
Yo, I mean,
Switching sides.
there is so many heroics coming out of here. Shampoo, of course.
Sorry, Blackjacks match point, not Duchess.
Shampoo
Swap sides,
here.
but go ahead.
Shampoo here again, just going crazy. Being able to pull off a TP due to the fade marking, knowing where they were at. It's just gonna come down to who has their nerve to close this out. You know, MOX was the better team on defense in the second round, but will they be able to emulate that? They did have some fault. They did have some slips. Let's see how this is gonna happen, as there is some aggression coming down mid.
Hunter gonna be waiting here, pushing up so aggressively. Spots 1, gets the kill, and runs away alive.
I would run away if I heard the Odin too.
That's Shampoo. That's a big hitter to take out. 22 kills for them.
Every time I hear the Odin from Queenie, I run.
And there's Lee. 2 players already down here for Blackjacks.
Now, we've seen these heroics before, though, so I would not get too comfortable if you're a MOX player.
As Bomber's got the Odin, trying to hold things down, able to pick up 1, so now gonna be down to a 3v4 as Bomber stays alive, but then finally goes down. Lee able to drop them out. 4v2 now. Here comes MOX on the retake. Lee able to take 1. It's just gonna be down to Phantasma, who's clutched it so many times today already. Phantasma gets 1 and then drops down. Lee 4K on the round, and it's tied back up at 13.
Battle of the Breaches. That's what this is. Lee, again, being the difference maker for MOX. Lee trying to kind of motivate their team, leading by example here, almost dropping a 30 bomb with 10 assists. Again, the frags are in favor of Glitch and Lee when it comes to this game, but the execution is in favor of L7. Again, it's coming down to this different coaching, the different speed in which this game is being played. And it's really going to come down to, if MOX wants to win this game, they have to win an offensive round here. We're just kind of stating the obvious, but...
All right, here we go. Tied back up in this one. Insane stat line for Glitch right now. 26 kills, 20 deaths, and 15 assists. Leads the assist column, almost leads the kill column as well. One away from leading the death column. Phantasma gonna make a little bit of noise right there.
I would say they heard that. They should have heard that.
Looking in this direction now. It's Phantasma spotted, but perfectly times takes out Lee. As Sailor Mars able to get a kill as well. And Glitch gets a cookie. So now down to a 3v4 as Duchess have the advantage.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No.
Shampoo only able to pick up one off that position. And the Shroud Step quickly going over. Shampoo going for another kill. Gets one. The Drisk. Shroud stepping back. Shampoo turn this around right now. As it's Bardo able to get a kill. And now look at that. Blackjacks have the advantage. Up one player. Sailor Mars. Sailor Mars whiffs. Bardo with the kill. That's his 18th. Is now 14-13. Blackjacks in the lead.
Match point.
Again, this is what's so frustrating if you're a MOX fan. You're up, you have numbers, you are winning you are quite literally going to win the round if you just play basic Valorant. No one cleared their corners, no one was A main. They didn't know Shampoo was there. And Shampoo took complete advantage of it, taking a Hunter down, leaving the bomb down, and we now have match point for L7 yet again.
Round number 28. One round separates them. As Driss gonna be the solo person on C site. And here comes the push out of Blackjacks. Driss just gonna go give up sight, but it looks like they got a player running right in. As Jing able to get then traded out. Glitch able to get the kill, and now it's going to be Glitch coming back around. Spots the Shroud Step that goes down. Bardo able to get the kill. Now going to be down to a 4v3. Is the spike going to go to get planted from Phantasma, but Bomber able to get a kill onto the Odin. Bomber going to be able to get another one as Sailor Mars trades it out, but Sailor Mars now the last person alive. Could this finally be it? Could Blackjacks clutch this out? Sailor Mars, you don't see a lot of Jet. Does a little bit of damage there under the box. Sailor Mars going to be coming around, spotting nobody, but the headshot dig and gets the kill. Spots the gun of Shampoo. And just missing, barely, as Sailor Mars spots the gun, gets the kill, 1v1, Bardo versus Sailor Mars, 1v1, down to this, gonna go for the defuse right now, gonna get it all the way to halfway, going to go for the stick, but Bardo gets the kill, and it's gonna be Blackjacks taking this 15-13.
Oh my days. You know, it was a very good effort there from Jam, from Sailor Mars. But again, L7 able to hold their nerve, able to control the game. If you're Glitch and Lee, you have to be so upset. You know, you really helped your team get into those overtime positions, but again, so many basic Valorant mistakes just cost people the rounds there for MOX, as L7 will 2-0. But again, you can't take anything away from that L7 performance. As much as MOX may be kicking themselves here a little bit, L7 is just absolutely spot on for tonight. So we are going to get an interview here in a second, so we are going to take like a 60-second break as we get them into the server. And again, before we move into that transition, who is your MVP of tonight?
I mean, my MVP overall of tonight, I mean, if I were to pick like overall MVP of that game, I mean, Glitch just had an impressive performance, most kills and most assists in that one. But I mean, I don't know, Phantasma has probably got to be the winner there. I mean, just the clutch rounds. Phantasma clutched it up twice. I mean, without those two clutches, that's easily a Duchess win. And even with just a Bucky versus Vandals, I mean, kept it close and all of that. I mean, it's just insane play.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Glitch here as my MVP. I think Glitch, unfortunately, on the losing end of tonight, but was solid both maps. was kind of like the heavy hitter there, and you know, Glitch is an FA. Glitch is the FA, and you know, maybe some expert teams are looking to sign. So we are going to take a 60-second break as we do get.
I think we're just going to interview right away.
I think we're
No
just
break.
going to interview right away. Never mind. So we're going to bring in Phantasma, aka Cappy, and this is going to be exciting. We're just waiting for them to join up here. As we're waiting, what was your favorite moment of tonight?
I mean, my heart's still racing there, but I mean, it had to be the Phantasma Bucky clutch. I mean, that was just crazy. I mean, I think it was a 1v3, and just no shot at all, I felt, in winning the round, and then just able to play Ring Around the Rosie and win that, and just give the team the momentum needed in order to pull off a win.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's up there for me. I think the 3K Sheriff kills up there for me. And honestly, just overall, an insane series here tonight. But we are joined with one of the players of the hour, Cappy. We were just kind of gassing you up, saying that you kind of had the favorite moments of our games here tonight. Cappy, how are you feeling after such an insane, almost like grand finals worthy series?
I'm feeling great right now. I mean, like, I was doubted significantly going into this game, especially with the match day predictions, along with certain people in general being like completely against me. But I think our team like played phenomenally. It wasn't just me. Like Jing, Bardo, and Shampoo being able to just play off my Yuzo incredibly well. Yeah, it really, I couldn't have done it without them, like 100%. And Bardo with his lurks.
Phantasma, just take us through that round where you had the Bucky clutch. What was going through your head there? I mean, was your heart beating, and how did you maintain your composure?
It was going a million miles an hour, man. I was not composed. I was just trying to finagle around. I knew, like, before that I botched a 1v4 with the Bucky on the same site, and I couldn't let that happen again.
Yeah, I mean, you know, botches happened here and there, but it seems like you guys were really able to hold your momentum, especially after that map one where you guys went 4 down early. We were kind of in here in the broadcasting booth saying, like, might be a kind of in and out situation for MOX here tonight, but you guys were able to hold your mental. How are the vibes like in the call?
The vibes are great, especially with like a Bomber being able to hold us down and Bardo always having a great mental. Like Bomber is just kind of like the rock solid for the team, and then Shampoo being able to IGL, and he takes timeouts so well. Like you saw where we were struggling on offense, and Shampoo like took the timeout, spoke to us a little bit, and we just came back better. So I felt as if the mental was great.
All right, well, I guess that's it. Should we send it out? Congratulations on your win as Blackjacks. I mean, I guess one more question is your team going into this one against an undefeated Duchess squad. Did that worry you all at all, or did you have the confidence that you could beat a #1 team?
No, not at all. We had the confidence for sure, especially considering that I was out for the first 2 match days. This was my first time playing. So we knew that me coming in would be like a different team. We are a different team. Like the subs that played for us are great. It's just that they weren't able to really fill the role because, like, for example, Legend X he's a smokes main, and then like Babu, he's not an initiator player. Like he can play initiator, but he's much better on duelist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, your team gets the win tonight. Thank you, Phantasma, aka Cappy, and we'll see you next time.
Before we close out real quick, I like to do this with all of my interviews.
Okay.
Especially since you said something earlier today that has really piqued my interest. Before we close out the interview, what do you want to say to all of expert tier and maybe to all of those doubters that also follow the behavior guidelines of VDC, by the way? But what are you willing to say to those people after tonight's performance?
All right. Shampoo wants me to say this. Shampoo wants me to say that he's single. And the other thing.
Don't worry, I mentioned that before the game started.
Okay, good. That's good. You needed that to be mentioned. The other thing is, you never doubt the Bucky. You don't doubt the Bucky. That's the saying we have for our team.
I love it. All right, Michael, would you like to send us on our way?
Sure, thank you, Cappy. It is L7 Blackjacks who will go to 3-3 on the season, and Duchess will fall to 4-2 after their 4-0 start, as the underdogs Blackjacks take both games tonight. This has been a Sunday night Valorant Draft Circuit edition, and thank you for watching along. My name is M to the Michael, joined in the booth by our play-by-play or by our color commentator VK and Nick on the production side. Thank you all for coming out and watching, and we will see you next time.
Meow.
Got lots of things to do, no time for doing you. You stuck on me like glue. You know that you're playing with the undefeated name. Better do your praying, cause you're gonna lose the game. Better pray for it. I am so